So hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Metaverse series, and by the way, this is our last episode of Metaverse series. And if you have not watched the earlier video, please go through that video before watching this video, because in that video I have talked about what are the major companies trying to make their dominance in Metaverse, and also what is Metaverse in detail and what is advantages and which things we are going to see after Metaverse is being launched. So watch that video before watching this video so that you will get a clear idea of Metaverse. And in this video we are going to talk about what are the major disasters of Metaverse and how is it going to cause such a huge damage to the public and to the users of that Metaverse. So let's start this video without any waste of time. But before that, if you are new to this channel, subscribe now to our channel and press the bell icon so that you will never miss any update of business case studies and this type of educational videos for you guys. So guys, before heading into the Metaverse disasters or the disadvantages, let us see what are the basic advantages of Metaverse so that we can get a clear idea of Metaverse advantages, and we can move to the disasters or the disadvantages of Metaverse and how it's going to be harmful for the humans and other users of Metaverse. So basically the advantages are, first is the experience which we are going to get into the Metaverse. Secondly, the expression. Thirdly, teleportation. And the knowledge will be totally redefined, because in Metaverse we can totally show the actual things by which we can teach or we can learn by ourselves only. And guys, fifth and most importantly, productivity. So these were the basic advantages, and heading into the disasters or the disadvantages of Metaverse, let us see the disadvantages of Metaverse. So guys, there are basically three major disadvantages of Metaverse which we are going to see in the human world. I'm not talking about other things like it requires a huge internet speed, that is disadvantage, and it requires a huge amount of equipment and all those things. But I'm not talking about all these things like equipments and internet speed. I will be talking about the human disadvantages which humans are going to face, and basically which we as a consumer of Metaverse we are going to face the disadvantages. So first and most important thing is the data, and you guys might be also knowing that Facebook is already in trouble, and it is always in trouble about its data and how they use the data. It has not yet revealed about how they use the data of the Facebook, Instagram and WhatsApp, but still it is always in the Congress and all the things in the parliament. And just because of this thing, Facebook can do anything with our data on the Metaverse, and literally we are going to give the minds data also, because Facebook is currently working on different projects. Like if we think that in our mind, that will automatically type and automatically send to that person, and this type of advanced thing is going to be introduced by Facebook. And at that time we have to give our minds data to Facebook also, and which we not even give to our family or our friends, but we have to give that type of data to Facebook to operate into the Metaverse. And Facebook is already in trouble, and it is always in trouble, as I said, with respect to the privacy and data concerns. It has not yet revealed about how they use data in Facebook, Instagram and WhatsApp, and like they selling to third-party sellers, and it is not clearly defined. So we are going to face a huge type of privacy issue in data in the Metaverse. So this was the first and major thing which we are going to face when we start using the Metaverse of Facebook. And not just Facebook, but we can also consider Metaverses of other companies like Microsoft and Epic Games. If they make clear about how they are using the data, then we are most likely to use their Metaverse than Facebook's, because Facebook is always in trouble with respect to the privacy concerns. So guys, the second most disastrous thing which we are going to face is the what's real. I mean, if someone is entering into the Metaverse with his friend or his or her friend, and suppose that friend's account is being hacked by a hacker, and especially if you are sitting with them, you can be also hacked, or you can be the victim of that hacker, and the hacker can hack your data also. And this is what is going to happen in Metaverse. And suppose someone in front of you is not speaking at all, and he just like he has come into Metaverse and he has just gone to other work in his physical world, but Metaverse or the Meta company or the other companies can make that person speak to you, and literally they can control that person just to make you to stay on the ground onto the Metaverse. And this is what we are going to see in the Metaverses. And not just that, you can become a victim of a hacker also in the Metaverse, because too many hacking attacks are going to happen into Metaverse, and If that happens, and that can be a huge problem to the society as well as the people also. And what's real is the huge disadvantage, because if you are using metaverse on a huge amount, and I can say that if you are using metaverse 24/7 into your house or in your home, that is going to make a huge problem in your personality. Because if you take out that metaverse glasses or that VR headsets, if you see yourself into the mirror, you can see yourself not that much attractive when you were into the metaverse, and that thing can make you literally fall back into the metaverse and enjoy that life only, living the whole physical life at stake. And that is all which I want to warn each and every metaverse user, that it should be used just for the educational purposes and the work purposes, not to enter into the metaverse 24/7 and not to enjoy metaverse whole day, but just for work and education purposes. Very important thing which everyone of the metaverse user should think when they use the metaverse. So third thing and most important thing that I think that in these three major disadvantages is the what happens to us. And we are assuming us as humans, and we are the humans, but what will happen to us if the metaverse enters into the whole stream wherein everybody is using the metaverse and everybody is trying to enter into the metaverse at any cost? So that will be going to be a huge disadvantage, and that is we are going to live in a virtual life, totally into a virtual life which is not real, which is not physical. Everybody there is just a avatar of a person who is sitting, or he is being hacked, he is being not present, he is what else he is doing, we cannot tell that thing. But we are going to live total virtual life in the metaverse. And with that, as I said into the earlier disadvantage, that if you wear a virtual glass at all, if for your whole like 24/7, if you start wearing virtual glasses, virtual reality headsets, then what will happen to you as a human, as your human personality? You will face like you are not that much attractive into the metaverse, so that you can head into metaverse totally living beside this type of things. Like you will totally forget that you are a human, and you need to be that type of perfect in your real life also, not just in your metaverse. This is going to happen in metaverse. And thirdly, what happens to your real relationship, your real family and your real friends, which are not into a virtual life but in your real physical life of this world? And I'm not talking about just your relations like your mother and father, but also about your aunt, your far relatives, or even your cousins and your other sisters. What will happen to them, and what will happen to your relationships? How you are going to maintain it in real life? Because suppose they are not coming to in your metaverse, then what will you do to maintain that relationships? You have to enter into their zone, into the physical world. And if you are not ready to enter into the physical world again, if you start to using metaverse, it is going to create a huge problem. And that's all from my side, guys. If you learn something valuable, please hit the like button on YouTube and share this video with your friends and family members who are eager to know much more about the metaverse series. And I have created just 2 videos, but in future I am excited to create more and more episodes on metaverse, but if you demand. And for you guys, you can comment into the comment bar like which business case study or which type of video you want. I will get that video to you, and I will post that video to you on the YouTube. So subscribe for such business case studies and educational videos. I will see you in the next one. Till then, take care. Bye bye.